Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to the Daily Zone, the daily video on this channel. Me, your host, yours truly, Calvzone, or whatever you want to call me. I hope you're all having a fantastic Monday. Mine was pretty good. You may notice the background has changed. Yes, I did move the route. Oh my, guys, I cannot say words properly. I don't know what. Maybe it was the buttered chicken I just had for dinner. I'm all over the place. I'm scrambled. Maybe because that packet of buttered chicken was not good. Not because buttered chicken's not good. It's fantastic. That packet, no bueno, guys. No bueno. It was like a thing you add to your chicken with like some cream and some butter. Nah. Just nah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm all over the place. But yeah, I hope you're having a good time. A good time. I hope you had a good day. You know, I hope it's finding you and you're happy. I'm feeling pretty good. Today I got to be the guy that was in a good mood that made everybody else, you know, I saw everybody else being dour and sad and stressed out. And I don't know if I just hit my zen and I watched the chaos unfold around me at work. And I was just like, the worst thing this person can do is fire me. And like, it was great. I was like, the worst thing that can happen as I get told to go home. And I'm just like, I'll just go somewhere else. Like everybody was just deconstructing around me. Like people were stressing out, people were crying, and I was like, well, part of me was like, I didn't feel anything for that person, and I was like, man, I'm really kind of messed up. Because all I could do is try to crack jokes to make her happy, and it did not work, guys. I'll let you know, was not the place. She was just so distraught as to what was going on. She was so stressed out. She was really stressed. And the way I deal with stress is I crack jokes and I go, haha, isn't my life just terrible right now? That did not work with her. Was not the play. I just had to let her work it out herself. And then the big boss walked in and went, we have a ton of these parts somewhere. And I was like, well, I don't know where they are because I'm not the one that deals with them. And I can just be like, oh, do what you want. Because I can't really help you. And it was fantastic. And I was just like, yeah, life is good. I was smiling. The world, the company was burning down around me, and I was just like, I'm having a great time. Oh, it was kind of messed up, but I'm home now, feeling pretty good. Oh, like I said, I hope you're all having a good Monday. I got D&D stuff to do. I gotta work on D&D. I gotta do stuff today. Not on this video, obviously. But I will be probably talking about it at the very least. But yeah, the room got roomed around. I really need to get better lighting. This is not the finale part of the room, you know. Yoda's not gonna be. I do like the One Piece though. The One Piece in the background I really like. I think it's very cool. Because this window has cut like plastic over it so nobody can see into it. And it honestly, it blocks enough light to keep the room bright on this camera. It doesn't look, the camera, it has different exposure, so it makes it look differently. But that window is letting in enough light that it brightens the entire room. And I get to look at One Piece, and I get to see the shirtless man back there called Zoro, and he's just fantastic. And it's funny because Luffy is the only one that's not like completely like lighted out with the light because he's in where a beam is at. And he's the main character, and it's perfect. It literally could not be. This could not be any better. It's fantastic. That make it brighter? Kind of, maybe. But yeah, I got my bookshelf back there. I got all the stuff up there. The big bookshelf with my D&D and stuff is to my left, but I'll be honest, there's nowhere good to put it in frame, so that bookshelf is just now to my left, where I can grab stuff from it. I would like to use those books more often as like tomes that I can pull from when I start crafting my D&D and stuff. But yeah, just a cool iteration of the room. I'm feeling pretty good. I gotta move my bedroom and stuff and clean up some things, and I was feeling real good Monday, guys. After that video, I recorded that video. I moved this whole room around. I was feeling great, and then I had to go to work. And like I said, I don't like pushing myself when I have work, because I don't want to go to work and be like, I sprained my back and I shouldn't have lifted that like 400-pound couch up the stairway. Not doing that. No, I'm just using that as an example because I did at one time pull an entire couch up a whole narrow flight of stairs and like basically destroying my back. 10 out of 10, do not recommend doing that. It is just the worst. Like, you get it all the way up there and you're like, oh, my back is dying. You build the couch, sit down, and you're like, oh, my back is dying. Like, it was bad pain. But thankfully, I don't do that anymore. Okay, y'all definitely couldn't hear that, but my door, I have a broke screen door to my right now, and the wind picked it up, and it was like, and I was like, I did not like that at all. That was like straight out of a horror movie, and I was just like, I need to go out there and tie that to my my inside door, because it doesn't, like I said, the outside door doesn't latch because somebody broke it evidently. I need to tie it onto the doorknob of my actual inside door. I got a lot of stuff I gotta get done. So this weekend is gonna be very busy, packed weekend, like all my weekends are. I got family talking about putting trailers on my land, and you know that's good. I'm gonna be honest. I know that probably came off in like a negative light. Honestly, I'm kind of in the boonies by myself. I say by, like, I'm like 15 minutes away from the closest family member, but it's enough of like, I don't like driving, and it's enough of a drive where I'm kind of out of the way of everything, and so I kind of am isolated in a way, as it were. And so I would not be opposed to having some family be near me, because that would be fantastic. Maybe not in a trailer, because that kind of sucks. They kind of have a family. I live in a pretty sizable house by myself. Now the house might crumble at any moment because ants and stuff, like woodcutter ants. But I feel like I should be the one that gets the trailer. But I have way too much. I have so much stuff. I wouldn't call it junk, because I genuinely care about all the stuff, all my little figurines and my knickknacks and my. Most of this stuff has some sentimental value to some way, shape, or form. Be it birthday gifts from my father that are right there. You can't see it, but I got a birthday gift from my mom up there on the bookshelf. I've got stuff from my high school, where I went to hang out with like a con with my friends. Some of these figures that you see, like that little penguin, if you can make him out, is from my best friend who now lives in like a state 6+ hours away that I just can't see, because I don't like driving to, like, I crashed when I was in high school, okay guys, to kind of traumatize me to driving. I eventually drove because I'm like, well, I kind of have to drive to survive in society. So I drive to work, I drive to the store, you know, I want to go somewhere, I go. If I have to do stuff, it's like, hey, you should do this to go see family that's away, I will. Now, the way I do it is very unconventional. I wake up at 5 in the morning, or more like 4 in the morning, so I can get through all these big cities, so I don't have to deal with traffic, because I'll be honest, the worst part of driving for me, personally, is the other people on the road. I can't stand people. I'm not scared of myself crashing. I'm scared of someone else hitting me, or doing something dumb that causes me to be like, oh, I don't want to hit this person, so my options are to get hit by them or go into a ditch. And I'm gonna take the ditch, because I'm not a person that's out there trying to be like, well, both our cars will go down, and that's just not good. That's just not a good outcome. But yeah, I don't enjoy driving, and so driving 6 hours seems miserable. Though I won't lie, I was talking to my cousin today at work about getting a train ticket to like different places around the United States. Because planes, yucky. Trains, though, trains are pretty cool. Like, I can imagine myself sitting in like my little seat with like my table, you know. I don't know. I was very I really like the idea of traveling via trains. Even though it may take longer, I feel like it's cooler. It's cooler than planes, okay, guys? I may have a little bit of autism, okay, but trains are cool objectively. You can't argue against it. You just have to accept that as a fact. So I don't know. I definitely don't have the money now. That's not me saying, oh, we're going on a train trip, everybody. Don't got the money for that. Really don't got the money for that. But who knows? Maybe in the future, I'll take y'all down to a beach or something, and I can do like a vlog, which I would not vlog anywhere in public, because I'm not one of those people. I don't have that confidence to be like, hey guys, how's it going? What's happening? Hope y'all having a fantastic day. That's not me. I would see you. I would take pictures of my food. Cause I'm gonna be honest. The big reason for me to travel: 1, the views; 2, to try food. If I'm being honest, it's one of the only reasons I really want to go to like Germany and like Japan, is just because I want to eat the food from there. I want to be like, yes, like a good beer, some good like sauerkraut, and like sausage would probably go crazy. There are more dishes than that, but I just off the top of my head. And then I would love to just have some fresh sushi, you know, because it's sad in the state like where I live, the best sushi comes from a place called Publix, which is essentially just a healthy like grocery store, is the best way to put it. Big grocery chain, kind of focused on healthy foods. And God, do they have a banger of a sushi place. Like they have a sushi like area in their deli. Oh my God, is it so good, guys. It is so good. The only downside is it's in a deep part of the nearest city to me. And so if I don't like driving in the city again, so the only time I can get it is if one of my cousin or my grandparents or somebody like that goes in there and they're like, hey, do you want to come with? Or they're like, I'm going here, do you want something? I'm like, heck yeah, I want some sushi, because sushi's fantastic. Big sushi guy, really like sushi. I really like any food. If you can't tell, guys, I really like food. I really like talking about food. I'm really sad that that buttered chicken sucked. I'm gonna be honest, I was looking forward to it. I'm still gonna eat it, but it's definitely not good. It's rather disappointing, truth be told. I have to deposit my money in my account. I almost forgot that I got paid today. I gotta order some stuff, like cleaning supplies and such, because the grocery store I go to, I can only check out 15 items if I want to check out myself, which I think is stupid, because I'm very fast, but some people are not. But yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about. I was playing Bannerlord. I'm sure I've already said this, but they gave me a settlement. I repelled 3 invasions, and then an army of 700 people came, broke down my gate, killed all my men, and took me hostage. And then my faction was like, we'll settle for peace. And then I lost my whole town that I had been trying to save and all the people I cared about. And I was like, well, that save is basically done for me. And so I started a new one. I also decided to stop playing Abiotic Factor. It is a fun game, objectively, but it got to the point where it was just really grindy, to the point where I didn't enjoy it. I kept having to... It came to the point where I felt like the only way to fight in that game is they have a thing where you can sprint, okay? If you sprint and then you run at somebody with a heavy melee weapon, 200 melee weapon, you can sprint and hit them, and it like does an extreme amount of damage. And after a certain point, that becomes the only way to fight in that game. People take multiple clips, or you have to throw just a bazillion items, or you can spam run at them and hit them with a crowbar. And it takes so much less time, so much less resources. It makes it 10 times easier. And I got to the point where I was like, this is just kind of, it's cool because it's SCP kind of, and like I encountered zombies, so if you play the game, you know where I'm at, or I was at, and it was cool. I enjoyed it. It just became too grindy to get all the stuff, and I was just like, One of my cousin beat the game, and he was like, the ending kind of felt anticlimactic, and I was like, well, there goes my drive to play that game. Also, I do think I'm gonna play Claire Expedition 33 offline. I'm not going to record it. I might put up a poll discussion sort of later in the week, kind of discuss, gaming and that sort of thing, or more of the content you want to see on the channel. Because now I feel like I've got a small little base of people that watch the channel that I could get input from. So I might put out a poll just to see, what content y'all are interested in seeing me do, whether it's playing scary games, playing indie games, talking, cooking, that sort of thing. And it'll help me kind of sculpt content y'all want to watch. There's 9 times out of 10 it should align with what I want to do. That way I can provide you better content on top of what I'm doing here, which is just me yapping. Like I said, this is the easiest way to ensure that you get to see me every single day. which I kind of feel is kind of a necessity at some point when you're trying to become a YouTuber. You need that I'm here every day sort of thing and be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Yada yada, kind of with your community. And if you don't got that, it's kind of rough. But yeah, again, I do want to stream more. Just gotta figure out. I just gotta have the like ding. Like I go, oh, I really want to stream right now, and I go live. But hopefully we'll get that sometime this weekend because like I said, I got stuff to do. But the stuff to do isn't really gonna take a lot of time. Truth be told, it's just a matter of doing it. Which is most things in life. It's just a matter of actually sitting down and going, I'm gonna spend the 20 minutes to do this. I'm gonna spend the 20 minutes to do this. And arguably the longest thing I have to do this weekend is move my bedroom. I want to move my bedroom to a new room where the vibe is different and better. And it also, I feel like, open up my pathway to my gym more, so I'll feel more inclined to go work out. Because I definitely want to get back on that. I've been slacking. I've been just absolutely fumbling the ball in trying to be healthy. Just absolutely, just the worst. I feel like I've been given an opportunity that I really want to take advantage of, that I'll speak on more later. And I really want to do good things for myself and my future, basically. And it feels like I'm kind of squandering it somewhat. But yeah, guys, that's it for me. Got plenty of games I want to play and talk about. It's just a matter of me getting around to playing them. Like I said, you probably won't see them on the channel just because the Let's Plays just kind of drag, to be honest. I just let them drag and it's just not good. But I feel like I'm going to explode all my foods running through me from lunch. And I don't want to explode on camera. So I'm going to go. I hope you have a fantastic night. I hope you have a just fantastic morning tomorrow. And I will see all you people tomorrow. Bye-bye.